What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Jay, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. I am actually wearing the FCC, for all of you who don't know who watch the USL, FC Cincinnati scarf, as I am a ticket holder, a season ticket holder for the first time for the second year club. Last season, I had the opportunity to go to most of the home games, which were very exciting. Cincinnati actually hasn't had this level of football here in the city. I know they're the Cincinnati United's here, but in terms of USL, they haven't had it. This is the first team that they've had to be on a bigger stage. They're vying for the MLS position, so they've done a lot of good things in the last, over the last like 6 months to try to put themselves in position for MLS. But in the meantime, what I want to do is kind of give my take on what I'm going to do for FC Cincinnati in terms of my personal channel, and let you all get insight of what I would do here, and then kind of what I want to do for the channel moving forward. So kind of starting off with that, there are a couple of things that we need to know. The first thing is that the season's already underway by the time you're watching this video. We're already the team is already 1-1-0. It was a 1-2 loss against Charleston on the 25th of March, and then they actually rebounded back yesterday, April 1st, to win against Pittsburgh 1-0. So right now it's sitting pretty at 1-1-0 on the table. So far we're doing all right. One of the things a couple of things that we need to know for the season before we even walked into the season. Two big major things occurred. The first thing was Sean Ugo Okoli, one of our best strikers from last season. He got signed with New York FC. So he is now went back to the MLS because he started in MLS at one point, dropped down to USL, played with FC Cincinnati for one game, and now he's back up in the MLS. So we lose the striker position in terms of him being a dynamic playmaker, but I think it's actually good for him, obviously, to get back to the larger stage for him. And then on top of that, it also makes the team that we have now kind of gel together and really figure out their identity outside of Sean. So I think it's good for them as well. The second big thing that happened over the all season was that last season we had as a manager on the pitch John Harkes, who I think over the off season may have had some type of power struggle with management. I don't know what happened. Needless to say that the team parted ways with him, and he was no longer the manager. I think as of either January or February, I can't really tell you. But we have, I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Cook, who is now the acting manager for the club, and he's actually I think is going to be a good thing for the team. It's going to be different. We bring a lot of people back. We bring Mitch Hildebrandt back, Harrison Delbridge, Pat McMahon. Still got Wiedemann. We still got Omar Cummings, who's going to be good for us in terms of the striker position. It's going to be a good thing for the team to actually build off of something that's going to be organic. Like I said, we got a little bit spoiled with having Ugo as a striker position, but still, it's going to be good for the team overall to actually progress and do what they need to do. So for me, in terms of my channel, here's some of the things that I want to do. I posted this on my personal Facebook, and I'll let you all see this as well, where last season I did a couple of videos, one for when FC Cincinnati played Crystal Palace, which was huge for the club. It was over 20,000 people there. It was a very hot day, to say the least. And then on top of that, we also had the playoffs, which I think we actually played Charleston or Charlotte. I can't remember which one it was. And we ended up losing that one, I think, by 1 goal. But there are some things that I got a chance to film last season that now when the home games come up and I'm able to attend most to all of those, I want to bring this camera here and actually try to get some good action. Not obviously I can't film everything because I want to be able to enjoy the game as well, but film as much as I can with my experience and kind of my take in terms of what I see on the pitch. Now, here's the beauty of what I like about being a ticket holder for this club. Like the first time I've never been a ticket holder until recently this season with Xavier Basketball. And so now this is my second time being a season ticket holder for a sports team. And what they sent me in the mail was obviously my tickets, but then they also sent this nice scarf, honestly, it actually, I can start from over here. It actually says "Rise Together." It's actually a really good quality actually. And then on top of that, if you flip it around, you obviously got FC Cincinnati on there. So that actually literally came in the package. And then on top of that, this is the way they did the season tickets. It actually had Harrison on here, and in terms of the package they put together for season tickets, it's obviously the big thing of Rise Together. It was honestly going to be the greatest thing ever for me. And in terms of I haven't enjoyed sports like I used to until very recently. So this honestly is a good introduction to me getting back into the sport world. And the good thing about this one is the fact that when you turn the first page, you get to see a message from Jeff Birding, who is the president and the GM of FC Cincinnati, saying thank you for actually like buying the season tickets. You actually get to know what the plans are for the team and what they're trying to do moving forward in terms of not only what they're doing this season, but trying to move above and beyond, and trying to get maybe to that next caliber, which is MLS. So it'd be awesome for that. And then on top of that, the next page you got where the pitch is. They actually widened the pitch this year, so it's going to be interesting to see for the first game how that plays a big role in terms of how the players actually progress and act on the pitch and react. Down here you actually have the home schedule, so you have about maybe 16 home games. There's always going to be a built-in exhibition game, which I hope they bring another Premier League club back over here because it was awesome the first time when I saw the Crystal Palace. We got that. Obviously, had the stadium parking and things like that on this side, and then just different information. And then here's the beauty of this: like the way they do their tickets, you start from this side here, which is the right side, and you tear them off accordingly. So they have all the games here. I'm sure if we get the exhibition game, I'll get some in the mail too. But you rip them off across. I'm going to be sitting way high, but it's still going to be enough to capture everything that I want to get for each video. But it's just, honestly, this is actually a great way to do season tickets. I couldn't be more happier. And they even give you like a 10% off coupon for like most any item in the store except for like jerseys or whatever. So honestly, this is honestly a great package that they put together for season ticket holders. I'm excited to be doing this. I'm excited to be actually being able to go to these games and not necessarily worried about my personal schedule. It's going to be good. I'm enjoying this. Like I said, by the time the team gets here, it's going to be much more exciting for the club. They broke records last year for attendance. The entire season broke a record in a single day of sporting event for having the Crystal Palace game. I think it's actually either the Crystal Palace game or the playoff game where they had about 30,000. I think it was the Crystal Palace game. They had 30,000, and that was the most that I want to say soccer, just for the sake of this part, a soccer team has had on that same day when they had more matches for like MLS and things within the U.S. So that's exciting to see that a first-year club can pull that off. Like I said, I'm excited for it. When the next video for this goes up, it'll be me getting ready for the first game of the season on April 15th. And we'll be playing St. Louis FC. I'm so excited and ready to show this to you all. Guys, if you like this and you're excited for FC Cincinnati's second season, please drop a like at the bottom of the page. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'll leave a link to my YouTube channel down below. That way you can follow all the content. And guys, I hope you are ready for a good season of football. This is your boy Jay. If you're watching on YouTube, Phenom Plays. I'll see you on the next video. Hope you all have a good day. I will talk to y'all soon. Later.